Drop it.
Today we'll be talking about Riot's newest champion, Rengar. Rengar is a melee fighter stealth jungler, which means he's devastating in the jungle. He has two skins, one of which is the Headhunter, and the other of which is just his default. His passive is Unseen Predator. While in the bush, or stealthed, Rengar will leap at the target when using his basic attack. So all this means is that when you're in the bush, or you use your ultimate, which means you can stealth, you can leap onto targets just by right-clicking them. Rengar's Q is called Savagery. Rengar's basic attacks deal bonus damage and grant him increased attack speed. Rengar's W is Battle Roar. Rengar lets out a battle roar, damaging enemies and gaining bonus armor and magic resistance for a short duration.
An ally has been slain.
Rengar's E ability, Bowler Strike. Rengar throws a bowler at his target, slowing them for a short duration. Rengar's ultimate, Thrill of the Hunt. Rengar activates his predatory instincts, stealthing and revealing all enemy champions in a large radius around him. He gains movement speed and rapidly regenerates ferocity while stealthed. This works out to be 0.75 ferocity a second. Rengar's secondary ability to his passive builds ferocity on each ability used on a champion. When Rengar reaches 5 points of ferocity, his abilities have secondary uses. Rengar's Q, when used with 5 ferocity, deals even more damage and doubles his initiating attack speed. Rengar's W, when used with 5 points of ferocity, heals Rengar for a large amount of damage. Rengar's E, when used with 5 points of ferocity, roots the target for 1 second instead of slowing them. An item that Rengar can only use, it's new to the game, and it's called Bone Tooth Necklace. How Bone Tooth Necklace works is it gives Rengar 20 attack damage plus 2 attack damage per level, so that works out to 38 at level 18. You might think this isn't very strong, but the passive on it is when Rengar kills champions, he gains effects. If he kills a champion, he gains 2 trophies. If he gets an assist, he gets 1 trophy, but Rengar loses 1 trophy upon death. When Rengar gets 2 trophies, he gets plus 25 movement speed. So if he gets a double kill at the start of the game, he gets instant boots. At 6 trophies, along with the 25 plus movement speed, Rengar gets 10 armor penetration and plus 5% cooldown reduction. Upon getting 12 trophies, Rengar's leap gains 150 bonus range. And upon getting 18 trophies, he gains the active, which has a short cooldown, to instantly gain 5 ferocity like his ultimate. I believe, so far, Rengar is slightly overpowered in what he has. Savagery is all okay and is all normal, but his ferocity and his burst and his jump out of when it comes out of the bushes is just insane. When you're about to see a few battles in a moment, and I'll be talking over this while the battles are playing. The fights don't last very long, and if the fights do last a while, Bowler Strike usually is the last thing that you have to do. When you're running away, you bowler strike, and it slows them down. And if you have 5 ferocity, it roots them for a second, and you're going to catch up to them. Luckily for Rengar, the thing that would make him unstoppable would be a charge, with like Volibear. However, he doesn't have a charge, but he does have his ultimate, which is... okay, it doesn't last for very long, but what it does is insane. He goes invisible, which is fantastic for initiating, and he gets an increased movement speed when he's going in. So when he's going in, he gets that burst of he's sprinting and the surprise of being stealthed, and then he gets the 5 points of ferocity, which, if used with savagery, infuse a huge amount of damage and attack speed to even to put the damage out even faster. And if they try to get away, you bowler strike them. Or even if you come out of Thrill of the Hunt, which is his ultimate, and you have 5 points of ferocity, you do bowler strike and they can't move. You just all go in on him. The only thing I say that is surprisingly, for a person that I think is so strong, something that is so weak, is Battle Roar. When used with 5 points of ferocity, it's insane. It heals him for, I think, one of the first fights I used it, and it healed for about 200, which isn't too bad, but it can save you. But every single one of his moves, apart from his ultimate because it doesn't attack, it's just a stealth, it builds off attack damage. So, Bowler Strike deals damage, Savagery deals an insane amount of damage, and Battle Roar deals off AP. So it's kind of strange, but the only real thing Battle Roar would be good for is the fact that it gives him armor and magic resistance. The damage to enemies doesn't really scale well if you don't have ability power, but I reckon if they, maybe dialed things down a bit, maybe brought everything down onto the level, maybe got rid of the damage on Bowler Strike, and maybe increased the amount of armor and magic resist you get for Battle Roar. I didn't actually have a look at specifics with Battle Roar, but it is very good when used for ferocity.